Namaskar. Welcome to another episode of Editorial. Today let's talk about Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra. Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra, which is supposed to be starting on the 14th of January and ending March 20th.
This yatra will cover a distance of 6,200 kilometers. This yatra is covering 14 states and 85 districts. Basically, mode of yatra is a bus yatra. Bus yatra allow maximum access to the people on the way. But it will also have a short stretches of walking.
So, Rahul Gandhi and his sister Priyanka Gandhi is on this mission called Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra. Will it help Congress? Will it have electoral benefits for Congress? Let's talk about it. Let's get right into the show. So, Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra starts on the 14th of January, ending 20th of March. Like I told you, 14 states, 355 constituencies. He is not going to do that walking. It's going to be hybrid. He is going to walk, and at times he is going to use the bus. So that's how this entire event will take place. And his sister will be joining him. Priyanka Gandhi will be joining him off and on. Now, what is very significant about this yatra is this yatra covers the Hindi-heartland, which means this yatra starts from east and goes to west. Starts from Manipur. Nagaland, Assam, Meghalaya, West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, Orissa, Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Gujarat, and finally ends in Maharashtra. So 6,200 kilometers. Quite a distance he covers, and like I told you, both walking and in bus. That's the nature of this yatra. Now, let's talk a few things that this yatra will definitely achieve. Number one is, like I said, he's covering areas like Uttar Pradesh, he's going to Jharkhand, he's going to Gujarat, he's going to Madhya Pradesh, where he just lost. He's going to Rajasthan, where Congress just lost. So he's going to cover a large area, and area where Congress is not looking as it's doing too well. He's going to cover those areas. So what is going to happen is these areas, these constituencies will experience brand Rahul Gandhi. In turn, it will experience brand Congress. So he is going to take this brand experience to 6,200 kilometers, 355 constituencies, and that definitely will have some kind of image experience, some kind of image enhancement for both, like I told you before, I tell you now, for both Rahul Gandhi and Congress. So that's the first thing. Congress is bound to get brand experience in areas where they are not very popular. Number one. Number two, 22nd of January is the consecration of Ram Mandir. There is going to be a huge hype by Bharatiya Janata Party, which they have started right from mid-December. The hype has started. Now, not to a very major extent, but to a very fair extent, Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra will divert the hype from the Ram Mandir to a very fair extent. Lot of mainline media will be still carrying news about and stories about how Bharatiya Janata Party helped build the Ram Mandir, but there are going to be certain sections of media that will also talk about Rahul Gandhi's Yatra. So, to whatever percent, your story will be diverted. Your media attention, your hype will be diverted. That is the second benefit. Now, the million-dollar question is whether Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra will fetch the same mileage, the same popularity, the same image change for Rahul Gandhi and Congress like it did in their first Bharat Jodo Yatra, and will it translate into votes? The answer for both or no? I'll tell you why I see this. You see, as far as the image for Rahul Gandhi and Congress is concerned, one should refer to this concept called Alfred Marshall's law of diminishing marginal utility. So, the law says when you are hungry and you consume one apple, your satisfaction of consuming that apple is at the maximum level. The law says now your stomach is full and you consume the second apple, your satisfaction doesn't go up, it comes down because you already had one apple, your stomach is reasonably full. Now, if you consume the third apple, then your satisfaction may change into irritation because your satisfaction will go negative because your stomach is full and you're still made to consume the third apple. So, the fact is, something similar would happen here. Remember Bharat Jodo Yatra. Bharat Jodo Yatra was a time when Congress, Rahul Gandhi and his entire team, like I said, Congress had spread this concept of that BJP is about hate politics, BJP is about divisive politics very well in the country. That concept was quite well spread in the country, well communicated in the country. And there was a feeling that there is a lot of hatred in the country, and then came the answer to that hatred, and that was Bharat Jodo Yatra. So you had BJP, which was supposed to be divisive politics, and here you had Congress, which came up with Bharat Jodo Unity Yatra. Perfect. It was an answer to the competitives' proposition. Worked perfectly. But even then, if you remember, we said that is not going to fetch them votes. Rahul Gandhi's image will change drastically, which I believe it has. Whether one agrees to it or not, Rahul Gandhi's image, the Pappu image, has changed drastically. There is no question about it. Congress's image has enhanced after that, which it did. Bharat Jodo Yatra did its job. But it did not translate into votes. It did not translate into votes. It did not translate into votes in Gujarat. It did not translate into votes in Madhya Pradesh. It did not translate into votes in Rajasthan. And the Karnataka win and the Telangana win are purely because of what the local leadership did in Telangana and Karnataka respectively. It is because of what local leadership. So it is directly not thanks to Bharat Jodo, which even I think Congress too agrees to a large extent. I mean, it was a fantastic job done by DK Shivkumar and the Telangana team. Now, this is where it stands. So, somewhere down the line, here too, this time around, the Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra is the second apple, mind you. So, one may not expect the same kind of enthusiasm, same kind of coverage, same kind of public support that one saw when he was traveling from south to north. One may not see that. That's the first point. Second point is, like I said, this will never translate much into votes. Votes is a different strategy altogether. There has to be another big idea for votes. That's my point number 2. My point number 3. My point number 3 is that Bharat Jodo Nyay Yatra. What I said before is very clear. Bharat Jodo was because the competition was divisive. The brand said, we are about Jodo, unity. It matched. Where did this Nyay come in the middle? Is this Nyay because you had to include Manipur? You had to include Bilkis Banu, you had to include farmers, you had to include wrestlers' protest. They didn't get Nyay, so we are getting Nyay. Is that why the Nyay came in? If that is why the Nyay came in, then how is Rahul Gandhi and Congress endorsing Nyay? What have they done for that Nyay? Bharat Jodo, like I told you, Nafrat ke bazaar mein mohabbat ka dukaan was something that Rahul Gandhi associated with. Going and hugging the Prime Minister, Rahul Gandhi is associated with. So Rahul Gandhi has associated himself with love, with unity, with coming together. He had associated himself with not now, but 3-4 years back, and it was continuing. Therefore, Bharat Jodo converted into a beautiful brand. Here, how Nyay? Is Bilkis Banu joining this walk? Are the wrestlers joining this walk? Are farmers joining this walk? So then how Nyay? What are you doing for Nyay? What did you do for Nyay? How many protests did you go? How many times were you on the streets? Lying on the streets like those Bharatiya Janata Party people used to do in 2012, 2013. Did you do that? So then what Nyay? So the concept is this addition of Nyay as a branding. I'm a little surprised. And I don't think that branding necessarily means anything. It doesn't give the entire exercise anything. If at all it does, it takes away from the exercise. While I said definitely it is not going to do any harm to Congress or Rahul Gandhi, it will enhance their image, but not to the extent what it did before. So this being said, my conclusion is, if India Alliance / Congress has to fight Bharatiya Janata Party and Modi specifically, it should not be Modi versus who. It should be Modi versus what. Like I told you, they should not be looking at an alternative to Modi. They should be looking at an idea that can compete with Modi. A big idea that can compete with Modi. India is waiting for that big idea. That's from me today. Till I see you tomorrow at 10. Namaskar.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.